Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. For all those Maplers who are not sure yet which class to main I'm making this series, I'll be showcasing all the updated hunting and bossing on all classes after the big Destiny update. I'll talk about their gameplay and why you could potentially main one of these classes. I divided this series into 5 parts, based on every class type, so one for the warriors, the magicians, the thieves, the pirates and the archers, with today the pirates. I hope you enjoy and that this video helps you pick a main character. Like always, we're starting things off with the Explorer Pirates, with first up the Buccaneer. This pirate has undergone some massive changes with the Destiny update, ditching his fighter team for a Sea Serpent team instead. Buccaneers are close to mid-range fighters whose attacks are buffed by a Sea Serpent whose attacks are popping out every few seconds. Buccaneers have a ton of mobility. Using their dash and double jump together, they can super jump, and their 5th job skill grants them a couple of additional dashes. Bucks have a very unique way of grinding as well with their 5th job Lord of the Deep skill, which is that blue sea serpent floating around them. Bucks literally walk monsters to death by just touching them with their long blue serpent, and focus more on moving around the map faster as everything around them just kinda dies automatically. When bossing, they use their superior movement to dodge out of harm's way, and they have improved burst and invincibility frames after the Destiny update. Their Sea Serpent additional attack that pops out when they're using their bossing attack is not the greatest though, as that remains stationary and mobile bosses could just kinda, move out of the way from that attack. They also do not have their own bind. If you enjoy high mobility and a potentially very lazy mobbing rotation, check out the Buccaneer. Next up is the Corsair. This class focuses on summons and big AoE attacks. Using a gun, this Dex pirate also has enhanced mobility and can glide. Their mobility is not as crazy as the Buccaneer though. This class received a ton of quality of life changes with the Destiny update. Their summons are a lot more versatile and stronger now. When grinding, Sairs will have their summons out and about, and they'll take care of big parts of the map while they themselves take care of the rest. Their 5th job skills have a ton of range and relatively short cooldowns, so you'll be using those quite often in your rotations. Sairs also have a ton of burst, which helps take down bosses. Their summons can take up statuses, and you're briefly invincible when you cast 2 of your 5th job skills, but they do lack a bind similar to the Buccaneer. If you enjoy managing summons and shooting up the place, check out this class. The final Explorer Pirate is the Cannoneer. I highly recommend turning on voice lines with this class if you like to listen to some crazy screaming. You main this class if you love Monkey. If you don't love Monkey, you do not main this class. It's as easy as that. Cannoneers have crazy mobbing. I personally love to use this character when it's like any coin capping event. Their summons and cannonballs are amazing for clearing out big parts of the map. Their main mobbing attack has a really long range as well, and it was even slightly improved with the Destiny update, with a new attack that pops out above your attack as well. The same additional attack pops out when you're bossing as well now, by the way. Their big cannonballs received a buff with the Destiny update and now can be cast a lot faster and move a lot slower when they hit stuff, which helps their bossing a lot compared to before the Destiny update. But it ain't just damage, this class can also provide some buffs to their party members with their monkey magic and supply package drops. They have a few summons they can place down during battle, and with their buckshot hyper skill they can triple their lines. This class is also one of the slowest attacking classes in the game though, which will feel pretty bad early on until you can get a bit more attack speed. If you enjoy managing a few summons, exploding the entire map, monkeys and some pretty good mobility as well, then make sure to check out the Cannoneer. Next up is the Night of Cygnus Pirate, the Thunderbreaker. If monkeys aren't really your thing, but you really liked the movie Sharknado, then this class might be the one for you. Thunderbreakers are very spammy, and they love to combo their skills together to fluidly move across the map like water. With the Destiny update, this class got its skills linking improved, making this class even smoother than before. Thunderbreakers really flow like water across the map when grinding, and they can mix and match their attacks depending on the boss that they're fighting. They're not known for their crazy burst damage, but they can boss just fine. They do like a bind and only have 1 invincibility frame though. Thunderbreakers are going to get remastered later this year, gaining some additional attacks, newer animations and more, but besides that there won't be any major changes to the playstyle of this class later this year in winter. If you enjoy a very mobile and active playstyle with a ton of button mashing while flowing across the map, then make sure to check out Thunderbreaker. Then there is the pirate hero Shade, the forgotten hero, who is also my main, so that's why this class is slightly higher level than everyone else in this video. Shade is one of the most chill, relaxing classes in the game. He punches himself out of any problem and generally doesn't really care about much else. Shade barely has any buffs to keep up and his mobbing and bossing is very simple. Shade's role in boss fights is debuffing. He has various skills like Soul Splitter and Weaken that debuffs bosses. He has a bind which he can reset in case you miss it, and usually just jumps around and punches stuff to grind. Shade is not exactly the strongest class out there, though he did get some buffs and more final damage, unlike some other classes like Phantom. Shade also has a lot of additional mobility besides his standard double jump. He can teleport to monsters and backdash, which is pretty amazing once you get used to it. You can even backdash to evade some boss attacks if you time it right. If you want to main a very chill class that has a ton of passive healing, revives, even more healing, invincibility frames, binds, great mobility, relaxed grinding and bossing, and colorful skills but low damage that will only start to feel good with a bit higher stats, then make sure to check out Shade. If instead of colorful and relaxing grinding you want more edge, demons and a ton of buttons to press, then perhaps Arc is more up your alley. This class uses multiple skills and can quickly get from place to place, with most of his skills moving him around and about. Arc is pretty chill though, with most of his buffs coming from him just using his attacking skills. Arc has a transformation skill where he goes from Troubled Mapler to Demonic Troubled Mapler, changing up his skills and enhancing his mobility and damage even more. Arc is only able to use some of his skills when he is transformed though, when transformation gauge is being depleted. If you played MapleStory in the past, this class is basically like the old school Buccaneer transformation. Arc does have a higher skill ceiling though when you take him bossing. Similar to the thief class Cadena, Arc has to animation cancel his attacks to make sure he doesn't move around too much when he's bossing. It's nothing too crazy, but it does take some getting used to. You use your main mobbing attack in either your normal or transform state to animation cancel your other attacks. Arc did not get any changes recently either, so he's still the same as before the Destiny update. He's still a very powerful class with a ton of mobility. The other classes just got closer to how OP this class used to be. If you enjoy managing a transformation gauge and use multiple skills when grinding to move around the map quickly, then check out this class. The Resistance Pirate is the mechanic. This class got some quality of life changes to his up jump, a bit more final damage and some bug fixes with the Destiny updates. This class is still the same but just slightly stronger. Mechanics use an army of robot summons to take care of parts of the map. They're like Sairs but with more summons and some missile launches mixed in between. Mechanics use their many robots to take care of parts of the map while they roam around and use their main mobbing attack, missiles and 5th job skills to clear out any of the remaining monsters. I still think that 5th job airship skill is one of the most coolest designed skills in the entire game. It just looks freaking amazing. Mechanics are also surprisingly supportive to their party members. Their supportive robot summons can heal party members, reduce monster defense and increases final damage on all nearby monsters. They also pack a ton of burst damage with their 5th job skill Full Metal Barrage. Mechanics can be quite spammy though and need some funding for their robots and missiles to deal enough damage, but they're a fun mix of tankiness, support and decent grinding and bossing. There aren't that many mechanics around though. I was looking for videos to figure out what I should talk about, and there's like only 10 videos of mechanics in the last like 2 months. Mechanic gang, where are you at, man? There are 2 pirates left. Next up is Angelic Buster. Like sparkles, weird suggestive dragons and becoming a pop star, then well, you've come to the right part of this video. Angelic Buster starts off strong in the early game with crazy high damage percentages on her skills. However, to counterbalance that, she only does a few lines of damage. She used to be one of the classes on which it was easiest to hit the damage cap, but as the meta evolved, she kinda stayed in the middle of the pack damage wise. Angelic Buster is mostly a selfish class, just focuses on dealing damage, but she does both the damage of her party members with her Final Ribbon skill for half a minute. She has high base stats and especially her critical damage is like super high. Her mobbing and bossing is pretty basic, with 1 bossing and 1 mobbing skill that you will be using most of the time, mixed in with some of her cooldown skills. Her 5th job skills put her in the spotlight and help her buff up her stats even more and deal a ton of damage. She's the only female gender-locked class in the game, but I'm sure that ain't stopping that many Maplers from picking her up. Angelic Buster got a new 2-second invincibility frame with the Destiny update. You're now invincible when you turn yourself into that pink tornado, and her bossing skill is a lot less clunky now. In the future, this skill will be changed again into this one, which is really nice. If you like all things mentioned above, then make sure to check out this class. And the final pirate class in MapleStory is Jett. Jett is a cowboy from space who noped off his planet and went to the Maple world. Jett is a pretty straightforward class with a ton of mobility in his kit. From his crazy flash jumps to dashing around the map to even having his what are those Star Wars bikes called again? The speeder bikes? This skill is a ton of fun. You can just fly away from your problems. Is a boss annoying? Just fly away. Failed an upgrade? Just fly away. This skill allows for some fun cheeses you can pull off during some boss fights. Jett got some buffs before the Destiny update, which makes him a pretty decent class. However, he was left dry in the Destiny update, not getting anything changed. So almost all other classes got some nice changes or buffs or quality of life changes, but this class did not get anything. So other classes definitely passed this class in terms of raw damage. It's by no way a bad class with bad damage or anything like that. You can boss a mob just fine, but it did not get stronger like most other classes. Jett is similar to Hayato and Kana, not yet released in MapleStory Korea where all the main balancing is being done. So this class will most likely always just feel slightly underpowered or overpowered if you're lucky. If you like a straightforward pirate class with a space theme, then check out Jett. And those are all pirates in MapleStory. I hope this video was useful and that it helps you pick a pirate main. And as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Thanks to Niels the Coninck, Raar, maar waar, Sebastian, Hanoy, Ryalias, Terry Kim, Vareese, Mora, Lee, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Anwar NHI, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Froggy, Vira, Trevor, Michael Manchaka, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Afterlord _ MS, ceemak, Striker Elk, Tidal1 Pun, Victor Sunstrom, Radical Jaws, Ricer Are Gummy Bullet, Lovebird, 32655, Mathias Simonson, Mr. Narcolando Balavia, my name is Coppersan and I'm super cute XOXO, PC Game Life, Dante Victory, Stanislaus Xuma Vegas, Swap to Bish, Road to level 235, 30k stat, reboot, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, I'm disappointed, Lucky Beats, Gable Eck, Penero Benetti, Conrad Castales, Ace Light, Ben Wolf, Max Bernhardt, Doc on a Tucker Box, Muka 1017, BMB King, Scotty Flies Fast, Priscilla and Brennan Cam. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe and happy mapling!